Oh my god, this challenge took forever to do. Not because we lagged the game. In fact, the game we won didn't really lag at all. But first we tried to win without any other towers. And we found out that you have to use the farm to win. At least if you're gonna do this on the Spring Fever map. What's up guys? Harry here with 2 cats and another epic challenge. This time seeing if 40 military bases plus support can bring an end to the Fallen King's reign. I'm showing you some shots right now from one of the other games we played because this was a mega lag game and it looks crazy. Look how many zombies are on that bridge. There's gotta be like 10 waves worth of enemies up there. And the summoner boss just keeps on summoning. Look at the tank go. Run, little tank, run. So everybody knows you can lag your game by placing too many spawning towers, whether that's military bases or crook bosses or enforcers. Never mind on that last one. So the game slows down to almost a complete stop if you lag it. One of the challenges we set for ourselves was to use military bases and not lag the game and still win. You can do this by only placing 2 military bases and then focusing on leveling those up instead of spamming all 5 of your mil bases as soon as you can. This is something we tried, but we still lost because we weren't using farms to get extra money. And without the extra money, we couldn't level up our military bases fast enough to make them stronger than the zombies. Because one of the things that you need to keep the game lagged is a lot of tanks on the road. But if the zombies get too strong, they're going to start destroying too many of your tanks, and then you end up losing your lag, and once you've lost the lag, you can't get it back. So here's a question: why does the game lag at all when you have a bunch of spawner towers placed? The wiki says if a player that's lagging is using a tower like military base, then the game's going to lag. I think it has something to do with user ping and the amount of time it takes to send the information of what's happening in the game for a moving object out to all the players, that if there's too many moving objects in the game, it slows everything down. Because as you're going to see in this game, you can play with military bases and not get lag. It's only when there's a certain number of tanks on the road that the game starts to slow down. Now you can win while the game's lagging for 2 reasons. One, the lag doesn't affect the game clock. That doesn't slow down. It's only the movement of the tanks and the zombies that slows down. And since it's only their movement, the military bases continue to spawn tanks every 40 seconds, even if there's already 100 tanks on the road. This further compounds the lag and ensures that even when the tanks at the front of the road get killed by colliding with zombies, the game won't speed up. The second reason why you can win with lag is the guns on the tank shoot at normal speed. Again, the only thing affected by the lag is the tank and zombie movement speeds. This allows the guns on the tanks to do way more damage than they usually would because they have more time to attack. So the tanks aren't just doing collision damage, they're also doing a lot more DPS than they normally would. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about my game specifically. Even though we're only using mil bases for damage, I didn't necessarily want to lag the game because we'd already lagged a couple of games and lost, and it took forever. So we decided to only place 2 military bases each and try to upgrade those to max before placing more. This allowed us to keep the lag out of the game for the most part and see if we could win legit. Surprisingly, it worked. We don't really get lag in the game until the final few waves, and even then it isn't that crazy stuff I was showing you earlier. This goes to prove that if enough people are using mil bases, they can do a good amount of damage since they took down the Fallen King all on their own. And something I want to clarify here, in the end we all placed down 5 military bases for a total of 40. The reason the game doesn't lag at this point is because there aren't too many tanks on the road at any one time. It doesn't really get laggy until the same military base is able to put multiple tanks on the road at one time. And since we didn't place more than 2 mil bases until later in the game, by that point the zombies were strong enough to destroy the tanks at the front of the pack and keep the game from lagging. For support, we ended up using farms, DJs, and electroshockers. Again, if you're going to do this at home, you have to use farms to get enough money to upgrade your tanks so they can take out the late game enemies without getting overwhelmed. Electroshockers are going to help us keep the zombies at bay since they don't really lag, and the DJs are just going to look cool as they can't increase the range of the tanks. Now I'm going to give a shout out to my tanky teammates for this game: Commander681, Doge3737, Faded Bolts, Cool Paula's 2, Madly Mikey the Cute, Mythical Shadow 175, and Yo Bro Doge YT. Alright guys, if you have any questions about the military base challenge, drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you right back here at the end. We did it! Did you see how the game didn't really start lagging until wave 37? What am I saying? Of course you did. You watched this video all the way through, didn't you? I actually think it's more impressive that we used military bases only and didn't lag the game. That's a real accomplishment right there. What other YouTuber has ever done that in the history of the internet ever? No one. Once again, Just Harry is just the best. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button with your forehead, hit that subscribe button with your big toe, and turn on notifications however you can so you don't miss any of my amazing upcoming content. And while you're at it, go ahead and join my growing Discord community. You can do that at discord.gg/JustHarrison things. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, be safe, and never forget what I always say. Peace.